Welcome back to the show, everybody. The one with the G.O.D. live right here on TGF TV. As you know, if you're not in the lab right now, man, I had to take the hustle on the road because, man, like Craig David, man, I done had a hell of a 7 days, man. A hell of a 7 days to get us right here. You know what I'm saying? I was able to at least through this weekend, through all the rigmarole and the hubba jub, was able to get out the Beast Wars review and be able to get John King down, man, to let him know what he's been up to because it's been a minute since he's been in the lab, but had to relocate. We gonna make a video about that later because there is some explanation. But just know, it's the hustle for the greater good. That the lab ain't going nowhere. It's just that, you know, when we got to get to this ground, we got to do it a different way. So, man, so it's trying to get the new setup together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a while to get that setup together. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like this won't be like this forever, and we not gonna be back in the lab. But we gonna do what we got to do because this work gonna be put in. Because, like I said, I'm on my Craig David 7 days behind on this catch up spectacular. So we got to do what we got to do to put this out. But that's a perfect segue for this because I may have a past 2 weeks that maybe I would love to trade with somebody else, but the last 7, 8, 9 days have not been the same for our first catch-up spectacular participant coming to the stage, Mortal Kombat 11. 1 and 1 on each side. 1 and 1. We having some fun in a bed. No. Look. Let's chronicle what Mortal Kombat 11 has been as we finna take a look at the Kombat cast, which does feature both Shao Kahn and the characters they couldn't keep secret because the internet frost. Just to let you know what we're getting into is because even given after that Kombat cast was over and even given everything else, there was another one. But let's rewind. We get too far. When the game was still before it came out, you had a lot of people on the internet opening a $300 version that was sent directly for them from NetherRealm and things like that. So cats had the game early, influencers were getting the game early, and stuff was coming out. And then Maximilian happened because he went on an hour rant almost about how crazy the Tower of Time was and the grind and the crypt and the things like that. But I sit up here and I think about that in this one and do wonder. Given that Maximilian was like probably, from what I understand about the situation, the most vocal about it, I wonder would NetherRealm would have done what they done if it wasn't Maximilian that was so vocal about it. But see, you just gotta understand something about that boy, Mr. Christensen. Like that boy got a little push because, you know, people go to him for the latest or whatever. So to have somebody like him in the street sitting up here like, yo, this is too much. His voice speaks for a lot of people, and whether or not I agree with that or have ever agreed with that, that's another video, but we won't even talk about that. But not only him, but a lot of people got in the streets were sitting up here who had the game earlier. Like, this grind for this crypt and these tokens and these time crystals and these hearts and souls and gold and all this stuff, it's not quite working, dog. So, given all of that, was NetherRealm got out there real quick, you know what I'm saying? Because they got to make sure to get out there because I know a lot of people who I knew that because they heard it was happening didn't go buy Mortal Kombat 11 and are still waiting for Mortal Kombat to get sorted out before they get it. So I have to say, even given what it is, NetherRealm did a great job with the Kombat cast. We're not gonna watch because I'm explaining to you up front of trying to sit up here and say that look, anything that's important to game progression is something you will never have to pay for. If you want swag this, swag that, that's money hustle. That's money back and forth, and that you have to pay for. But I just want to just put out there that this is not what we doing or whatever. And I'm like, and I watched that. I'm like, the thing that was crazy about that Kombat cast is that you had both Tyler and Derek like reading from papers. Like normally they had something they needed to say, and I don't know if given their state in the company or whatever of here's this mandate, get on this live stream and say this, because it was a lot of people on the internet hearing about this. It was like canceling pre-orders and stuff. And I know even though Mortal Kombat still sold what it sold and people still doing what they did, understand that people was getting on the internet and saying, I'm not buying Mortal Kombat because this shit is nuts, will make any company stand at attention and be able to do what they got to do. they went out of their way for the umpteenth time, for at least that I know it, to explain that there are a lot of things that they at NetherRealm can do server side. You know what I'm saying? And they've been doing that, I want to say, since Mortal Kombat 9 Injustice, where they can make knob sliders at will to do things to update the game without pushing out a big giant update, which does make sense. Which also brings to the point things that I heard of people sitting up here like, why can't you play the game online in certain modes or whatever? That's why. Fun fact though. Shout out to the Mortal Kombat Plus here, because I'm about to put y'all up on a pedestal real quick. Do you know how easy it is to adjust the first 4 Mortal Kombat games? And I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, and Ultimate. That everything that those games are written in like a form where you can just edit a little bit and then they completely change the character. So I just figured I just wanted to say that just to show that you know that I do pay attention, that I do be seeing what the streets are doing. But I've got to say that at this juncture is that I know that the little tweaks that they put out to bring the difficulty down, because I understand from watching this stream was the boss health in the tower at the time went down from 4,000 to like 15. That there were things that like were like, ever since they had like those random things that happened, it's like, from my understanding, from what I saw, because I saw a video of how it was before a patch where rockets were raining from the sky and you would get comboed to death on them because there were supposed to be things that were unblockable to try to bring challenge, and all it did was bring frustration. So they fixed that, but the patch, from my understanding, is supposed to make those things fully actually blockable attacks to make it fair for people. And on top of that, when the patch does come out, you're supposed to get 500,000 coins, 500 hearts, 1,000 soul, and 1,000 conquerors. And yes, I did have to look down at Tiffany. I don't know if y'all been introduced. This is Tiffany. She is my secretary. She handles all my mobile work. So shout out to Tiffany, man. Best secretary in the world. Been holding me down for years. Appreciate it. Look. At the end of the day, like I said, even though, like I said, I've had the past 2 weeks, Mortal Kombat 11 has gone through the ringer. I still have not got a chance to get my hands on it, but I have been nicely spoiled about all the stuff that is Mortal Kombat. But I did introduce myself to some of that because of I needed to see that Jax ended for myself, and I needed to get on the mic, and somebody with this skin color had to set the record straight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be intelligent and responsible about what it was that I was saying, and even then, you know, got that one little clown comment, but the internet, you know what I'm saying, anonymity and a keyboard can do wonders for a person's self-esteem and their confidence, you feel me? So it is what it is. No harm done. I had a laugh about it. And some of my homeboys I showed that too, we had a laugh about it, because because it's all you can really do. It'll be interesting to really see what the future of Mortal Kombat is going forward, because of is that I've heard a lot of things about special guest characters who may be returning. I'm like, I know enough about the game to know a whole bunch of bodies between Mortal Kombat X, and Mortal Kombat 11 have been dropped, including one that they sitting up here and saying Melina, she done. But given the change of tone of the game when it comes to how it represents women, that's probably understandable, because we are talking about a character who had an outfit that was nothing but toilet paper covering up the goodies. So you do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and if you're looking for me to actually have a thought on the subject, I don't. I don't. I see no reason to. I'm like, that's a choice. That's a choice made by the company to do what they got to do or whatever. Not everybody's going to follow suit. Not everything's going to be the same. And trust me, that other thing that other game is doing, oh, trust me, that's in the backlog of the Catch Spectacular. And we're going to get that going, so don't even worry about that. But look, I have done enough talking about the state of Mortal Kombat, because mainly I just want to avoid making you sit through another 10-minute video about that stuff, about me taking 10 minutes of your time and explaining it to you myself. I just want to get to the combat cast, because even though I know that Shao Kahn, it's official, you suck, and Miss Frost in the building, praise be, hope Ashra didn't catch a body. Ashra, my girl, you didn't know that? I'm just letting you know. If you didn't know, now you know. That's who I'm waiting to come back. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But seeing as we got the new setup, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting used to it. So don't mind me if I got a little growing pains with this setup, because I'm trying to get it together and things like that. So look, enough of all of that. We have got a combat cast to watch So with all that being said, no matter what we are, in the lab, mobile, whatever, in the popping boxes room, whatever, you still call her name the same exact way. Super duper motherfucking magic box. Where you at, baby? Right there. So, get this out my eye. Actually, it's mobile, so I gotta get the water popping off. I'm gonna sit that back there at the cut so it don't. Well, actually, sit closer to me so it don't spill. So I'm finna make a small adjustment. I'm gonna move me over here. I'm gonna move the combat cast in front of me. What happened to it? I still paused. I don't know. And wow, okay. That's better. So we good? Don't like, cause I'm looking. It's like it looked like I'm looking like I think that's kind of the thing I'm gonna enjoy about the setup. Is it looks like when I'm looking up, I'm looking up at Super Duper Motherfucking Magic Box. That's kind of sick. But look, I'm finna go ahead and we finna go ahead and watch this and see what's really good, man. A good, wonderful test of the setup with Mortal Kombat 11 is that before we get to the work, let me take this down for a minute. I'm gonna look straight at the camera and some practice. Super Duper Motherfucking Magic Box. You don't mind if you take a step back for a second for me, you know what I'm saying? So I can talk to the people real quick, right? Alright. There was one very one more thing we need to say before we get to this combat cast. The PC version of this game is straight bort from what I heard. I've heard things. But honestly, this is the first time that Warner Brothers has put out a game on PC and it's not good. I've seen a video or two of how the game running. I'm like, the PC version got some work to do. But you know, what'll end up happening is some fan will do the work for NetherRealm. So just let them wait a couple of weeks. The fan patch is coming. It is what it is. I'm like, that's a segue into something else that I've been thinking about that I'm gonna make a video on later this week once we get through the Catch Spectacular. So don't even worry about it. So let me look back up here at me, up here at the spot, and I'm gonna bring back Super Duper Motherfucking Magic Box. I really like this. I really like how we got this right here with the new setup. I'm looking at you like I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Okay, enough talking. Look, let's get through this combat cast because we have got plenty of more work to do. My hand is gone. My hand is back. My hand is gone. I'm gonna have fun with this setup. Look, if y'all ready, I'm ready to put in this work. So with all of that being said, now activating combat cast number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, double 5. Combat cast number 10, featuring Shao Kahn and Miss Frost. .exe.
The combat cast starts now.
That's kind of dope. I gotta admit, that's kind of dope. I ain't no lie. That's kind of dope.
Welcome. It seems a little
It's Combat Eve.
Combat Eve, we'll call it. So we obviously just two of us today. Derek, we'll get to that in a second, is not with us today. He's doing something cool that you'll be able to watch later today, which we'll talk about in a moment. You excited?
I'm super excited. I mean, this is like a lot of build up for us here. It's
one of those days where like you start reading things, start coming out, you start reading things, start getting really excited. And truthfully, like for me, and I think for you too, it's just about people gonna play it now. Yeah. All the stuff we've been showing that they've been so excited to watch, they get to try and play and find you get to find who your character is tonight, and that's awesome. So tweet us after you play tonight who your main is, and who you like them.
There's so many things. We obviously showed a lot of the game, but there's so many little intros and victories and stuff that we never showed.
There are things that I saw that I didn't know existed.
I'm hearing, like, I've been playing at home with my headphones on, not distracted. Some of the modes that I don't get to play a lot and stuff, and like there's a sound effect that plays during one of Jax's fatalities that I was dying in my apartment last night.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Real quick, I'm Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm. Beside me, I have
Steve, senior QA analyst,
and as always, well, as usual, he's had a few vacation days during the stream.
He's been shaky.
He's been a little shaky in the last month. We have behind the power station, Mr. Matt Burke.
Hey everybody. I'm not wearing glasses.
Yeah, where are the glasses? Can you see? Can you operate that?
No, I'm just pressing buttons. We're just gonna roll with it. It's gonna be great.
Kind of like you did at the end of last stream. Remember?
That's dangerous for the power station.
The power station needs all eyes and all hands on deck.
Too much power.
A couple things. Today will be probably a shorter stream, so we can we have a lot of things going on social later today. For instance, after this stream at 4 o'clock Central Time, IGN Showdown will happen. I was lucky enough to go work with Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Zelina Vega.
You mean the WWE champion?
Yes, the WWE champion. Sorry, Aleister Black and the wonderful people at the WWE will be on Showdown with IGN with Greg Miller and Golden Boy, and it is fantastic. I was there for the taping. You'll be able to watch that at 4 o'clock. So go to their channels. Later today, after that, Derek right now is in LA with Snoop Dogg.
Wow,
Snoop Dogg will be streaming later with Derek. What a pair. So
that's breaking news for me. I did not know that either.
I didn't know that either.
It's like, those are words you don't expect me to say.
Right.
But they've been
Derek's
said.
life is weird.
Yep.
All of our lives are weird, but
That's the last pairing I really.
yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
It makes sense when you think about it.
So-
It's starting to make sense.
So they'll be hanging, playing some Mortal Kombat. Real quick, I wanted to address something quickly for everyone. I've written it out, in fact, like a real professional.
Right.
So we are continually optimizing Mortal Kombat 11 based on player feedback. So we listen to you guys. We follow Twitter, we look at Facebook, and we see what you guys are saying. That said, we have seen that there have been some players who are struggling with progression of Towers of Time and with the Crypt. So we do have a fix rolling out ASAP to address our players who are having those problems, to address balance and address the rewards you get from playing. Very important. So here's how that's going to work. We have two things we can do here at the studio. We have full patches, which take a lot of stuff, right?
Right.
We have all the things called tweak bars. So just a real quick overview. Every move, everything in the game has numbers attached to it. We can change those numbers without pushing on a patch.
Right.
Generally, is that a good explanation?
Some things cannot be tweak barred.
Which is where you patch.
Right. But yeah, if it's something that's kind of like a knob you can move, like change the frame data of a move or the damage of a move or a value, how much gold you get for something.
Right. So don't look for like, oh, there's my whatever patch. We don't have an exact time for it, but it is going out ASAP because we have noticed on Twitter that people have been saying that. People with like early copies of the game and whatnot, so we definitely want to, we've been listening and we are working on fixing that for you as we speak. So thank you for your feedback as always. Keep it coming. We try to help as much as we can.
I mean, ultimately, we're all fans too, so we get the passion.
Yes.
Like,
Absolutely.
I personally read all the stuff, and it's.
Yep.
I would be on there in the panics and all that, going, ham if I was not here. So I always get it.
You do go ham. Awesome. So we do have one thing to show you. So today we are going. You know what? We're going to hold off on this for now. I think we should go right to a trailer.
Should we?
I think so. Steve, for the final Kombat cast before launch, would you like to kick it to a trailer?
It's getting cold in here. Roll the trailer.
Okay.
I was your heir apparent.
If only you'd been more patient, Frost.
Like I'm patiently waiting to kill you.
Fight!
Okay, what's up with the blades right here? Okay, we got ice barriers? I guess that's what you want to call it? An ice barrier? Okay, floor bounces. I can shoot ice from my boobs. Okay, this is okay. Sub-Zero, it's not taking it lightly. Like, he literally gave this girl a haircut with that fatal blow, dog. Okay, I like the icing. That's kind of dope. Please. Okay, what's up with this Elisa Boskanovich? I gotta do stuff with my head stuff. It's kind of dope. I like it. I like it. Anything with Elisa that relates to Elisa Boskanovich is always good. I like it. Okay, I love that. Oh, that was a big giant freak. Okay. Icicles, I guess. Okay, you can only do that as a robot. Did you see her body spin? It's kind of dope. Oh no! Fatal blow. Oh God, that's his eye. Okay, that's his noodle. Oh no, this is about to get grimy. Preserve the brain to cyberize.
Fatality. Frost wins.
I like it. Frost.
All right, there she is, Frost.
I'm super excited for this one.
So, for those who don't know Frost, give me a little background.
Frost is a character that debuted in Deadly Alliance, and she's previously always been a human ninja character. She's a former pupil of Sub-Zero, and she is a bad girl. She is brash, arrogant, obnoxious, cocky. She believes she is destined to be the Grandmaster, to take his spot. She believes the world is hers, and she got kicked out of the clan. She tried to betray him, and she is now actually working for Kronika. Her new robot body that we just showed, she's not actually a traditional cyborg Lin Kuei. Her body uses Kronika technology, because Kronika is going around trying to recruit Guardians to help her associates, and Frost is the perfect, henchwoman for your army with this new technology. And I think it's an awesome redesign. I love the 3D era characters. I love Lime and Havoc, so I was super hyped for Frost to come back.
Are we gonna? Was that a lore minute, or are we not there yet?
Yeah, that was totally a lore minute.
Steve's
The lore minute logo
hold
was a
it up.
minute late.
I have to wait for you to stop talking.
That's rough. I'll give him that.
What up, big brother?
Waiting for you to stop talking is
You
a
could be-
difficult
Yeah,
thing
you
to
could
do.
wait.
Nah, man, in the middle of making the deal, we're
Awesome.
good, though,
So,
my nigga.
who wants to play? Who,
Oh, you ain't
what
on?
type of
How you gonna
character?
know I'm in the middle? What's up?
Well, I would describe her as one of the trickiest characters in this game. She is not hard
let me
to
take a
play.
look at the
It's not
phone.
hard execution. She is kind of complex
if
to play.
if
A lot
if
of
you sent it, I
traps,
haven't
a lot of
synced it yet.
setups.
Is
She
it one of those things that's an
kind of
ASAP thing
similar
I
to
did take a
Jackie.
look at?
Like if you like characters that have
Mm-hmm.
weird things that you put on screen and then they act independently, or weird moves that are like setup moves and
Okay.
going in mix-ups.
All
She's
right,
your
well,
girl.
as soon as I get
She's
done with this video, I'll go
definitely
ahead and
very
take a look at it. You
interesting
send it to my
character.
email or something?
She's the quintessential kind of character like that, in my opinion.
Excellent. Well, you want to get right to some gameplay?
Yeah, let's go in.
Cool.
So, she basically has entirely new moves. You can almost think of her new character. And the big new thing is you can see on her back, she has this ice generator that she can use to create weapons out of
Oh, well,
ice.
understood.
that she
Well, all
can
right,
use,
well, as soon as I
like,
get done with
almost
this, I'll take a look at it, all right?
like you can see when she amplifies it, it's actually wrapping around and shooting things. And she uses these ice swords that she creates from it in a lot of her normals. And her normals have awesome range. Like her forward 2 here reaches like halfway across the screen. It is a hog,
Alright,
so
bet.
if you
Well,
read it, you can then duck it and punish her and you get her uppercut.
Well,
and
understood.
shoot
Well,
low, and
I'm on the
she
I'm
has
on the
this
case
back
then. Don't worry about it.
On counter hit, you actually get a crushing blow. So like she can use this
Understood,
in the
man.
neutral.
I'll holler at
and
you
if
as soon as
she's
I'm done, all right?
She's gonna get a big pop up.
All right.
And she'll get a combo. Another one of her key normals is her.
Oh, that's that
back
hustle
throw, which is
business,
low.
man. That was
She does not
your boy
have
Evil
overhead
Freak
pop
Zilla
starter,
on that
but
hustle business.
she
So
does
guess
have
what
a
we
great
finna
low
do?
that she can then go into a combo.
Wee No,
She'll get and then she high. So when her normal, she amplifies it. She can. She has almost think of
Excellent. Well, you want to
she'll kind of setups. She is a. It is not hard execution.
Okay, so y'all ready?
She is
Be back in
kind
it.
of complex to play. A lot of traps, a lot of setups. She is a kind of similar to Jackie. Like if you like characters that have weird things that you put on screen and then they act independently, or weird moves that are like setup moves and go into mix-ups, she's your girl. She's definitely a very interesting character. She's the quintessential kind of character like that, in my opinion.
Excellent. Well, you want to get right to some gameplay?
Yeah, let's go in.
Cool.
So, she basically has entirely new moves. You can almost think of her new character. And the big new thing is you can see on her back, she has this ice generator that she can use to create weapons out of ice that she can use like almost instantly. Like you can see when she amplifies it, it's actually wrapping around and shooting things. And she uses these ice swords that she creates from it in a lot of her normals. And her normals have awesome range. Like her forward 2 here reaches like
Damn.
halfway across the screen. It is a high, so if you read it, you can then duck it and punish her, and you get her uppercut crushing blow. And she has this back 2 string, and on counter hit, you actually get a crushing blow. So like she can use this in the neutral, and if she's right, she's gonna get a big pop up, and she'll get a combo. Another one of her key normals is her back 3, which is a low. She does not have an overhead pop starter, but she does have a great low that she can then go into a combo. And I personally, her ice effects just look awesome. So her special moves are where she's like really interesting now.
Okay.
So the first one is she shoots these little ninja stars. If you amplify it, she does a ton of them. And this is kind of a traditional projectile that's pretty fast.
Are those like high, mid?
Yes.
You know what that is?
They're really good to like chip people out, kind of establish space, and it kind of complements her mid-range game, and it complements a lot of the setup moves that we're going to show.
Okay.
Another one that this might be my just favorite thing about her is this blade spin where her body's actually spinning around, and this is like a combo ender. It's a juggle move. When you amplify it, they bounce up and down, which is just super fun to do. I think you have to do like a wee thing when you're doing this, right? I think you have to.
I think that's the rule.
Another one is she has these overhead bombs. And this is one of the close, medium, and far moves. And it'll actually, it's not literally an overhead, but what I mean is it's little, it's going over their head.
Right.
And these are kind of great for checking their space. Like if they're sitting there and they're looking for a projectile, you can kind of use this, and they're going to have to block it or try to walk themselves in, and you can preemptively do the close one, or you can go with the forward 2 because you know they're not ducking, or go for the back 2, or dash in and start your pressure. And then lastly, for her base thing, she has, this is actually, Blade Spin is not the best. This is the best thing. This is the best thing in the game. She has anti-air head move, her head flies off. And you can, so if they're jumping, you cover all this space. And you can also actually use it as a combo move in the corner. And there's going to be some really fun swaggy combos with this. Like, if you can use it multiple times, if you can use it to keep them juggled. I really want to see what the Frost players, who they're going to be creative by nature. Like if you play her, you're probably going to be one of those players that likes the corner swag combo. Like I want to see someone do like max amount of head in the corner. Like I want to see like a 5 head combo or something. So I made a rushdown loadout to start the show. Okay.
Phrasing.
Personally, the one that I use. The first thing gamer is this Arctic Barrage, which actually starts with an overhead. So that complements her main low. So normally she doesn't have a great overhead. With this move, she actually has an overhead. It doesn't pop you up, but it has a lot of reach, and you can amplify it to get pretty good damage. This has a crushing blow that's kind of interesting and pretty unique in the game. If you counter hit or whiff punish a low attack, you get the crushing blow and you get a pop-up.
Oh, okay.
So you can see the range is really good, and that's a perfect scenario. If the opponent's kind of throwing out their low attacks, their sweeps, their down 4s, you can kind of get right outside the range, let it whiff, and then when you see movement, go with the punish, and you'll actually get a combo opportunity.
All right.
Another move I gave her is the shield.
Oh, this shield is cool. I like this one.
She puts this out, and that's to actually destroy projectiles. And the amplified one lasts for a long time and has extremely fast recovery. So, this kind of complements the overhead I gave her, where I want her to get in, I want her to do a 50-50. If the opponent's zoning her out and she can't get kind of these moves out, you can do the shield, and then she can walk in while it's active. Especially this one, which is active for a long time. She can kind of like follow it, and they're not going to be able to do a projectile to get their space going.
All right.
The last move I gave her is this dive bomb, and it's kind of like a standard dive kick where you can fake your jump in. Like I jump in, they try to anti-air me, I dive bomb. That's going to set up my 50-50s, and it has a unique property where if you whiff, it becomes a slide where it actually, instead of a mid, is a low, and it becomes safer. So you can try to space it out on purpose in front of them, and then actually go under stuff, or they have to actually block low instead of mid. It's kind of neat. I rarely see like dive kicks like that. Let's check out her throws.
There's no amplification.
There is no amplification for that one.
I love it.
And if you're not sure and they're going to be able to punish it, you can kind of try to space it out to get the low on purpose. So let's go into Fatal Blow before we go into one more move. This Fatal Blow, the into, like the attack, is great because you can see in the trailer, it's a full screen beam. So this will hit from anywhere. She has armor, so like that's another way to beat projectiles. If they're like Sub-Zero shooting his ice blast, she can actually see it, armor through it, and then get her Fatal Blow.
She has a lot of things that can deal with zone as well.
Yeah, she's definitely a character that she's going to want to stop your zoning so that she can do her trap moves and then start her mix-up game once she gets you to sit there and block.
Gotcha.
So I made one more loadout.
Okay, take a look.
And I think she has some awesome gear. Like this is a really unique costume. And if you noticed, her hair actually changes. This is more of the MK Deadly Alliance, like the icicle style hair, which I'm all in on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here I gave her a replacement for her bombs. They become ground bombs where her head actually rolls around. It's very reminiscent of a certain mustard-colored robot from the past.
Mm-hmm.
And just like that robot, you can then keep playing without a head while the opponent has to deal with the bomb or they're going to be frozen.
Shout out to Miss Fortune.
The head dropping down is amazing.
It's funny to me that you also say a mustard-colored robot and you're kind of dressed in a mustard-colored robot yourself.
Yeah.
This, real quick, the skin you're wearing right here,
Yeah.
is this the one you get from her training?
Yes, it is, which is a great...
Good thing to tell people, actually.
Yeah.
So we every year we get a more robust training system. Did all of it the other day.
It's really, really
super good.
Yeah.
But there's also, again, like we've done some really cool character tutorials.
Yes.
If you beat one, you get a skin.
Yep.
And the skins are sweet.
Probably one of my top 3 favorite Jade skins is the one you did.
Really?
Like, I was super stoked this morning when I got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the character tutorials, they're almost like a character breakdown here
Yeah.
in text form. They'll kind of tell you, like, here's like your 3 or 4 key moves, and oh, this move's safe, and you want to use it mid-range. It's basically a lot of the stuff that I do, and it'll give you kind of a primer. You're now ready to go online.
And like this time, we even went, I think, just above and beyond in the training mode itself too, like
Yes.
teaching about different types of block pressure and safety and and different types of frame data. And
I mean, here, we can actually show, here in training mode, you can turn frame data on, and now live, you have this box, and as you do moves, the frame data will actually come up. So I do her uppercut, and you can see it has a 10-frame startup. It's a really, really cool feature. So I did give her one more move on this.
okay.
This is her drill hand move. She shoots these ice augers, and they are slow-moving projectiles that actually home in on the opponent. So you can see he's actually going to go up to where he is, or if he's ducking, it would go down, and it has an amplified, which shoots out 2. And she's going to have a lot of combo potential for this,
Yep.
and the tracking, it absolutely complements a lot of our other tracking. Like, you get the ice augers going, and it's going to hinder their movement, and that's going to set up everything else you want to do with her.
It's funny how you say she's going to have good combo with that. You don't know that.
I am now older and more washed up by the minute, so I'm very excited. Like, this is a PBJ style character.
Right.
So I am super excited to see the Maniac players come up with her. Like, I think very similar to Jackie, she's gonna. If you're a nuts player that loves to do like corner combos and all that, you're gonna like her a lot.
Awesome. Anything else from this version?
No, that's pretty much Frost. I think I'm stoked that she's back. I think it's really cool when we take an older character that we've really not used that often and kind of reimagine them. I love the lore of her being with Chronica now. I'm all in on Frost. I'm super happy
cool.
she's back.
Awesome. So that is Frost in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yes.
So we've done every character.
Have we done everyone?
Except for one. And that is the pre-order bonus, Shao Kahn.
And there are a few hours left to pre-order.
Yes.
It's Combat Eve.
Combat Eve, everybody. So before we do that, I want to show you something really cool that Sideshow sent us. Pop Culture Shock Collectibles, distributed by Sideshow.
I have many of their statues.
I was going to do a unboxing, but it's so large and the space we have does not allow for it. So, oh gosh, it is right here. I'm super afraid of dropping it. It is 22 inches tall. There's only 199 of these. So it's a special edition right here. It is currently on sale for $500, but if you go to Sideshow.com right now, it's $350, and there are payment plans available. You can also follow them on Twitter at Collect Sideshow, Sideshow Collectibles on Facebook, Instagram, Sideshow Collectibles, YouTube, Sideshow Collecting. This thing is fantastic.
Yeah,
You've seen,
Oh, that's kind
it's
of
much
dope.
heavier than I expected.
Oh, I'm just taking a break, checking my phone.
their stuff is great. I literally have like 5.
The Lansdowne cam. I'll show you this.
Got it.
Oh, look at this bad boy.
You branded the cam?
Well, I didn't mean to call it that.
Too late.
But yes, I did. But check this out. Check this out. This is super sweet.
Oh yeah, this is the best part.
I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to break it. Let's do this. Is it on? Wait, hold on. Boom. So, eyes light up.
That's
super
so
sick.
good.
And check out, like, the hammer.
He also comes with an alternate head.
Alternate head as well, yes. This thing
Just like Frost.
is super, just like Frost. This is what a great tie-in. Super awesome. So definitely check out all of the Sideshow sites and stuff. They have a bunch of Mortal Kombat stuff. You can get it from, check out the Mortal Kombat collectibles at side.show/more-in-combat.
What is this?
Where you can find this stuff. So, or just, Google that.
Yeah.
And you can find these. Super cool stuff. Very excited for...
Imagine you pre-order the game right now.
Yep.
You're playing as Lord Shao Kahn, and this is on your desk with you while you're playing. You'll play better.
Yes.
That's a guarantee for me.
Steve guaranteed.
Would I have been as good as MK9 if I didn't have the Katana expansion?
Do you?
I do. I bought it twice.
Oh, there he is. That's Shao Kahn. We're going to find a really nice place to put that in the office. Super cool. They always do really great movies.
Yeah, I'm as someone, as a nerd who buys a lot of collectibles,
Yeah.
they're one of the best.
When I heard that we were going to get it to show on stream, I was like, that's cool. And then I was like, wow, this thing is like, they sent along white, like, gallery gloves.
Yeah.
So when you pull it out, you don't put fingerprints on.
Did
Like,
you use
Right.
them?
they sent along gloves, Bert.
Wow.
So after I'd already put it together, Steve was like, what are the gloves for? And I was like, oh yeah, hold it. My bad. I should have done that for to make it really dramatic when I put it out too.
Yeah.
A couple more things I want to talk about real quick. You can link Mortal Kombat 11 console to mobile, as we've done in the past, and it's really cool. On
You get
Link,
something cool?
I'm going to tell you what it is. On Link Day, in mobile, you get 40 souls plus a special pack with a guaranteed Mortal Kombat 11 character on mobile, which is great. Console reward on Link Day, you get the Chronica announcer voice.
Yes, announcer voices. They're very cool.
Like I'm using Shao Kahn right now. And then you can get additional rewards from both games just by logging in daily. So do that. I think it goes. I forget what Carly had said. Either goes live today or tomorrow. But keep checking back on your mobile device, and you'll see there'll be a code that you put into the game that is unique to you, and you'll be able to get a sweet announcer voice, which you can go into the sound settings and change, which is awesome. So I'm glad we had Shao Kahn here to show you, but let's actually talk about Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
So when I heard that we were doing Shao Kahn, I was... Do we have a picture of Shao Kahn? Do we have one of those ready?
Damn, what's up with his arm?
When I heard we were doing Shao Kahn, I was super excited.
It was
He's
dope as
always
hell.
been one of my favorite characters. Oh, I just got word also. Sorry.
Breaking news.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Yes. Today, the link is available.
Okay.
So that's great. When I heard we were doing Shao Kahn, I was super excited because I've always liked characters that are, for some reason, bad, for the most part.
Bad as in bad guys.
Bad
not
guys.
Like
yeah.
low tier.
No,
Okay.
not low tier, no. Bad guys, big guys, like just brawlers, kind of.
And I would describe Shao Kahn as big, bad, and brawler. The
Cool.
3 Bs.
The 3 Bs. So, let's just get into it, man. Also, you've done so much good work. Let's get the cam again. I give
Are we going to get
let's get
corny?
into it.
What is
Let's
this?
get into it. Then let's not get into it. I want to give Steve some props.
Whoa.
Steve has done some of the best variation naming that I've seen. I can't wait to see what other people do online, but
Yes.
your choices, and I'll tell you, your Shao Kahn, you keep it going.
I was actually really proud of Head Games.
Yeah, Head Games was good.
I don't know if anyone noticed that.
I should have brought it up. But I'm sorry for the departure. Let's go to Shao Kahn.
So, similar to Frost, Shao Kahn is a trap-based... No, he's absolutely not. Shao Kahn is exactly what you. I couldn't even. I had a whole bit, and I can't even work with it. Shao Kahn is an absolute mindless killing machine. He is a brawler. He is everything you wanted. If you like a Doomsday and Injustice, Goro and MKX,
Right.
he's your character. This guy, turn off your brain, hit some buttons, and kill some people. Like, he's awesome. So you can see he now holds his hammer it's a recurring thing. Weapons are a big thing in the game. He uses his hammer all the time. Like, he's just swinging it. He's going crazy. I think my favorite normal is 4-2, which reaches across the galaxy. It's a high, but I love the audio on this. I love the hammer's just stuck in them. Works back to
There's
him.
so many things he does with his hammer where he like lets go of it or something.
Yes.
And it just like.
Yeah, the audio is so good on his hammer moves. He also has a lot of grappling stuff. Like, this is just fun to use. And this one, the total package, Lex Luger there. Like, he literally just breaks your back. He's great. Not a huge move list. This is not a character with a bunch of stances, a bunch of cancels. What you see is what you get with him, which is, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you want. I mean, this dude, this big boot.
Yep. Big Boot's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember we have a guy at work, John Anderson, one of our producers, who has been playing Shao Kahn. And I was talking to somebody in QA, I forget who they were. I think it might have been Ken, I forget who it was, or Matt, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Big Boot. Use Big Boot all the time." And I told John that, and John was like, "Oh, I don't know if I like Big Boot that much." And the next day he was like, "Yeah, Big Boot all the time." So.
All right, so let's go into some special moves. To start off, his spear is actually back. It's one of his gear items. You can already see, I use it in this string, but he also uses it in several special moves. So one of them is his projectile, where he throws the spear, and it knocks them down.
This is one of his coolest, like we talk about, and like when you start playing the game, we talk about this a lot too, is that you're always looking for how to set up your crushing blows. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the cool ones.
So after three of these...
Pardon me, I'm sorry. My bad, didn't interrupt. He has two of my favorite setups.
All right, this is one of them?
Yep.
We'll see if I'm going to use the other.
We'll see.
So after three of these, he's primed, and then the next time he goes for this string, he's going to get a juicy crushing blow. His other move is the classic, it would be weird if it wasn't in the game, the shoulder barge.
Oh, yeah.
It's super fast, good reach.
Never been hit by it.
And there is a couple of versions of it when he amplifies it. He can go down and do a quick overhead, or he can go up and actually pop you up. And this leads to his main combo starter, which leads to his other special move, which is an anti-air grab, the scum grab.
For a second there, I thought we were just watching the players. Yikes.
He can amplify it, get additional damage, and just thunk. It's awesome. I'll hit this one. Look at this. It isn't even hard.
Oh, man.
Alright, look at that. Have some faith.
Do you feel like you're in my world a little bit just then?
Look, the monitor is an awkward angle. It's probably a little laggy. I'm not used to the controller. It's really hot in here. You turn the air conditioner off. My hands are cold.
It's cold, it's hot.
Wow.
My body is hot.
Body
My hands
is
are cold.
Man, it happened to all
my
of us.
body is hot, but my hands are cold. I'm done as hell.
So anyway, I gave him two loadouts, so let's go over. The first is hammer based, and I actually gave him some zoning tools. So he has the classic MK9 hammer toss. My favorite part is actually the fact that it hits them, there's a beat, and then it falls to the ground.
Mm-hmm. The weight of the hammer is amazing.
Yes.
And I'm glad, I like heavy metal. That's awesome. I'm glad you didn't go hammer time.
That was the initial thought, and I realized if that's my initial thought, that's not gonna.
Always go for your second thought when you're naming your variation.
Right. And I also gave him an air version, and then I gave him this low hammer. Normally he really doesn't have the best low, but this is a special move you can cancel into. And the meter burn, amplify, just looks freaking awesome.
I like how a lot of his amplifiers are just like, here's another huge smack with a hammer. Great
so
throws.
the projectiles are actually super good. You wouldn't think of Shao Kahn as like a zoner, he's not really, but these projectiles actually, it's because they take up so much space. It's super hard to jump over because it's the hammer, the handle of it actually. So the opponent really is going to have to sit there and block, and that sets up, shoulder and jump ins. And
Not hugely damaging.
right, I mean, I'm not, you probably wouldn't pick them like Nuke, Cybot, or Cetron, where that's the base of his game, but they're pretty good if you want to use the slowdown. Like,
Did you think you were just going to get that combo real quick? Do you think that was going to work for you?
No, I'm freestyling.
You freeze.
You were just.
I have been hurt so much about my combos in the last couple of years that maybe I'm taking it out on you.
All right, so let's go into Fatal Blow. There is a particular shot at the end that I think is one of the most painful things in the game. This last hammer part is just messed up.
Oh man!
All right,
Right.
so one more loadout.
This is your finest one.
You think so?
Your naming, it's so on the nose.
I like the spelling because it adds kind of a cutesy flair.
You
Someone
suck.
who's not really traditional.
Known as a cutesy.
Right.
Amazing looking helmet there too.
His helmet and his hammers. He has some hammers with like glowing parts. A lot of weird helmets. It's very cool. So
So his
here,
three things are helmet, spear.
yes. So the first thing I gave him is actually this up hammer move where he tosses it in the air and it comes back down. And
Damn!
there's a mid version and a close version. This is like a combo ender. It can be used to set up stuff, like because he can throw it up and then he can actually he's freed up a little bit early, so he can use it for setups. You can preemptively do it in front of where you think they're going to be, and if you think they're going to dash in, it'll bonk them on the head.
In my head canon for this, he's accidentally letting it go.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like he's
Whoops.
meaning to do like this or something.
Yeah,
but
he's like, oh well, got it anyway.
I don't think Shao Kahn goes oh well. I think everything he does is on purpose.
Okay.
Then I gave him Annihilation, which is
Oh, this
a
is great.
grab. It's a really good combo ender. I think this is one of those best
Damn.
combos to get extra damage. And what an awesome amplified. And lastly, I'm super pumped for this move. He actually summons a Shadow Priest.
Cool. I think this maybe not.
And this buffs the damage while his hammer's green on all of his hammer moves. Huge props to our design department for referencing that classic MK2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually know our art director Steve played the Shadow Priest in MK2? That's him under the hood. And he's still here doing amazing stuff for us 25 years later.
No, I know Steve very well. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm absolutely geeking out at the Shadow Priest buff. That's so awesome.
He has a lot of buff type moves too, though.
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
You
show
can
me
see in
that.
the trailer, he actually can point at you or laugh at you, and that can either debuff the opponent or debuff it can either debuff their damage or make them take more damage, depending on which one he wants to do.
So the one thing I was going to talk about, that my other favorite way to say the crushing blow was
Yep.
using one of those. Is it this? It's not this one.
It is. It's
Oh, it is.
While Dark Priest is active, Annihilation becomes a crushing blow.
Oh, that's not the one.
Okay.
I'm talking about backbreaker.
Yes. While Laugh is active, Backbreaker
Is
will
right.
actually really break their back.
Which is my favorite one.
Yeah. That's basically Shao Kahn. He is a character that I think you could be bodying fools in like no time. You just want to like go ham, absolutely go crazy with the hammers. I think you're gonna have a great time. He's super fun to play.
To me, there is almost like so many of us are used to the old days playing against Shao Kahn. Like, is there an intimidation factor, even if you're playing against a player who you might be better than? You're across the way from Shao Kahn. How many times has Shao Kahn destroyed you in games?
Yeah, I mean it's similar to Kold, where our design team really wanted him to feel like you're controlling a boss, and he is always meant to be balanced for competitive play, but the feel that you're controlling. This
And just
huge
historically,
holding-
I'm scared of him.
Yeah.
Because in so many of the past games, he has made me feel inferior.
Even in 1995, well, you are.
Thank you.
In 1995, he would literally beat you down, take your tokens, and say you suck.
Right.
And then the
It's
game
official.
would close, and it would
You
say game
suck.
over, and you didn't have any more money because your dad only gave you $5. And
Oh,
then
wow,
you
this is
left.
getting real.
And then you just had to watch the attract mode all day, and you did. And then 25 later, you still had that memorized because you had nothing better to do.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lore moment about Steve.
Steve's Lord.
Awesome.
That was a Steve's 4 minute.
So let's talk. Let's do a little round table real quick.
Okay.
The shorter stream today again at 4 o'clock Central. Let me see what time it is right now. 4 o'clock Central, we have the IGN Showdown on their channels, which is going to be fantastic. I can't wait for you all to see that. I want to talk real quick just about, well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for just kind of traveling with us on this whole journey of doing the game. Right?
And to be clear, I've seen a lot of people saying last one before the game's out.
Oh yeah, we got more. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely.
I know early in the stream we had some times where we had some technical difficulties
What?
and whatnot.
Whoa.
Some trailer slowdowns.
I believe the technical issues add character to this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got a lot of Twitters was like, be professional. I'm like, wow, ouch.
That sounds not fun.
That was not fun. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being here with us. Thank you for. It's always great to know that we have just an amazing group of fans who are here to go on the journey with us. And tonight I get to destroy you with Jax.
I personally, I don't mean to get too serious here.
Sure.
The comments about my weight loss from the community are amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome, and we're all very happy for you and proud of you too for all of that. Matt Burke,
Yeah.
I want you to tell us what you're most looking forward to.
What I am most looking forward to. Story mode. I love watching everyone play through story mode and like see what they think what's gonna happen and like react to stuff because I haven't seen it.
I'm super
But I don't
excited
know.
this weekend. Sit in my apartment, get a drink, put my headphones on, and just experience the story without the cutscenes aren't finished. There's
Right.
missing audio.
Right.
Paulo's in my ear saying, "Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this?" And I can just spend a few hours just actually enjoying story mode.
I'm excited about playing online. It's always fun the first week because occasionally people like watch the stream and know my gamer tag, and it's always fun to like just talk to them about it. And like, I don't know the amount of times I've gone into practice with random people, just be like, "Oh, you should try this. Let's try this out." And it's fun like for community just to play with people and like really be the first to kind of experience their joy with them.
Yes.
Because this game has such a rich history and everyone's been playing it for so long. And then tonight, like, the new version is here for you to play, and it's super exciting. And I couldn't be more excited. You mentioned earlier the streams. So the streams aren't ending. We're going to do we want to do some Game of Fame stuff. We want to do some playing with the community, which we talked about last game. Didn't work out as well as we'd like to. With the new room and the new setup with the internet and stuff, it'll be a lot easier.
Our beta one is super fun.
Great time. I would love to do one this week. I don't know if that's possible. We got a launch to do, right?
Yeah.
But I would love to start doing those. Steve and I have definitely talked about doing esports shows.
Yep. I would love to do it.
Which we'll definitely do that. I've already talked to Rick from Combat Breaker about maybe he has some stuff to say on stream at some point. Things like that. That's not definite, but he's probably watching going, oh crap.
More work. I don't know.
I'm super busy. But we'll definitely be doing a lot of stuff like that, and also showing other stuff as it comes.
I mean, what a great time. It is, game development is a challenge, and it is so worth it whenever you I can't wait for the hot takes. I can't wait for, Liu Kang's low tier, he needs help, and then Combo Breaker's won by Liu Kang.
Yeah.
All the hot takes. My God, down forward one with Shao Kahn is going to kill the game. You literally can't stop it. It's a block infinite, and it's actually full combo punishable. Like, all that stuff is awesome.
I know you really eat that stuff up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to play a match before we go?
I'm down.
Let's do it.
It's not for the belt, right?
No.
Apparently, despite the fact that I've been retired for years, I'm somehow not eligible for the belt, which I don't really understand. I'll go with it, but
Is anyone eligible for the belt except for you and Derek?
Sean won it once, but
like,
the rules have been rewritten, so he's no longer eligible.
wow.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Katana, and I use
Oh crud.
I use preset 1 because it is the most similar to traditional Katana. It's kind of based on her MKX with Ground War and Flutter, and I'm a traditionalist with Katana. Like,
I'm gonna play Jax. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
okay,
Fair.
In tournament mode, former pro versus never pro.
Still, you do not trust me, Jax.
Not you so much as Alpha.
This fight will help us.
Round one.
All right. Good luck, sir.
you feeling intense?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm not super used to playing Katana, so I mean, we played a bit. We played.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not.
played.
That's
I
fine.
don't know about that.
I just pulled it back. Are you just faking a wake up?
Yeah. Are we playing serious or not?
Yeah, we are. Nice throw.
We'll throw you towards the corner.
Oh, I messed up that. Okay. Not going great for me. I'm not playing my jacks. We got this, though. Do I look nervous?
No, you look calm and ready.
Nice job.
Oh, bad conversion. I should have done throw slice.
Nice.
Bop, what's going on? I love how emo you just sounded there. That makes me super happy. Oh, all right. Now I'm in trouble. This comeback factor. I got to get out of here. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble now. Now you're in a lot of trouble.
Nice job.
You might survive though.
I don't know. It's
gonna
gonna
be
close.
I always misjudge this, so you're actually probably
There's
dead.
always one more hit you forget.
Yeah.
A good match. We play again.
Yeah, I think
You know what? Are you just gonna, you don't want to give me a chance? Oh no. Oh,
but at least you used the crushing blow. I'll take it. I'll take
dang
it.
Somebody can say flawless.
I have an idea. I'm gonna use my new tech.
Tech? Oh, that's the new tech. Random full screen fatal blows. The
Was that
new
random?
tech?
You knew that was hitting the whole time, didn't
That's
you?
not random, yeah. I mean, that's not the tech. Is it?
That's not the tech. No. This,
I want to see the tech.
I missed it.
Oh, I know it's
You did.
You're not gonna get it.
I might.
You're not gonna get it.
Nope, shouldn't have done
Oh.
that.
Well, you definitely recovered, and that last round was much better than the first round.
Can we say something about Mercy real quick?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell people how to do it. I'm sure it's getting out there, but here's
Yeah.
the deal. Never allow someone to say, "Well, you won, but I'm Mercy."
If I don't see, this is a personal message to our top player community. If I do not see a Mercy in a grand finals with thousands of dollars on the line, I will consider it a personal insult to me as a former player.
Wow.
And let me talk to you, to players who are my level. If I do a Mercy to you and you win, you won. There's no I did a Mercy. You won. I made that decision, right?
Take those.
Correct. Yeah.
You can't just say, "Well, you wouldn't have won if." No, you made that decision to show Mercy, and you made a mistake.
And you know, a lot of people have wondered because in MK3, animalities were tied to mercies. There may be some brutalities, some secret brutalities in there tied to mercy.
You have
There
to
may
Mercy.
be.
Maybe
yeah.
there is. Maybe there is.
Like perhaps maybe Katana's coolest one,
Interesting. Let's do a rematch.
different character.
Nah, let's do this. I like
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna give you props right now.
What's that?
Years ago, when we played KX, you literally would not allow me to play Katana, and now you're saying bring it.
I won.
That is personal growth.
We talked to the intros, and it's okay.
I've heard good things about tequila.
That's why we have subtitles.
Yep.
Fine.
This stage is ridiculous.
I love variety.
It might be my favorite. Nice.
I think the Dragon Grotto is my favorite, but
These are my two favorites. The Dragon Grotto and this.
they are both really good-looking stages.
I'm mashing a little too much. I feel it.
You feel the mashing?
Because with Jax, I usually play him really calmly, and it works better, right?
Right.
I'm mashing out, it's definitely not working for me. It's also just playing against you. You're a better player, and I worry about it sometimes. But
You worry about, like, you
worried.
lay in bed worrying I'm a better player?
no,
I mean, if you do, that's cool.
I like beating
I've
you.
never done that.
Beating you on stream would be cool.
Right. Do you think you may have psyched yourself out?
Maybe.
Because you've been doing pretty decent.
Yeah, I knew how to block that and stuff.
All right, here you go. Here you go.
I'm trying to get a down 2 in between there. I don't think I can.
I'm gonna get the crushing blow. That's gonna knock you really down.
Let's do one more, and then we'll close off and let people get excited about the game. We're doing the other one too.
Yeah.
You just got
That's achievement, man.
Nice job. Will you give me one more a salty run back?
Of course.
Okay.
You've shown a lot of personal growth as a player, and I think you deserve to get as
You know what? I'm
many
excited about
games
that. I feel like I've gotten a lot better for this game. I
This
feel
is
like I have.
definitely Jax. MK11 Jax is your best player of all of our games.
I agree.
Wow, you're just so serious.
Wow,
You're just.
someone's ready.
I just made cinematics, man. They know I love them, right?
Dan is very upset with you right now.
Ow. Well, I guess you got rid of that early. Now I gotta go in there. I can't just zone. Push you in the corner.
Oh wow. I lost everything, didn't I? Oh wow! I just got.
That was good.
You came back on me pretty hard there. I got to.
Yeah, you can't give up.
Oh, never. I'm turning down 2 too much. Or 10 with
The catching this crushing blow. Get a bigger lead.
I'm in a lot of trouble here. I'm not doing all my tech. I'm not doing all the stuff I'm good at. And
Yeah, where's that new tech you were talking about? I was really looking forward to that.
this is good. Oh! Allow me to play again?
Why not?
You made a huge mistake.
Okay, if you pull this off,
dang it.
I almost wish that is it.
How many times have we done that, Burke, to you and me? Oh man, I got bodied. I did not play Jack for all day. Maybe that's good though on the night before the game.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be
Is
like,
that
oh,
good?
challenge free.
Let's see that I'm bad again. It's fine. I'll see you online.
Classic MK2 win pose.
My
Get-
favorite one.
Get these hands, right?
Catch his hands.
Catch them. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of fun.
This is it. I'm super excited. This is a great week.
I want to give a big shout out to Matt Burke, who has done a ton of work being behind the board and been so helpful and a fun piece to the puzzle that's making sweet jokes. It's been a good time.
I want to give a shout out to the whole team. It is
Yeah.
It is. I'm still just a fan. They got lucky to work here, and it is consistently amazing years in to see all the different artists, programmers, designers come together, and it comes like audio adding stuff, all the cinematic, every little piece from every discipline coming together to make the game is still amazing. Like I said, I've been playing at home, just thinking like, my God, like.
Do you have a copy at home?
Yeah.
Wow, you were
Yeah,
so
it's
close.
just, it's so cool to see so many different talented people, and then you get, it all comes together. The gameplay's fun to play, her audio, her voice acting, the facial capture, the cinematics, all of it coming together is.
And big shout out to Derek too, who's not here
Well,
today.
he's not dead.
But he's not here. He's at. Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
Oh,
In-
yeah, he would.
Oh, this is
Really
bad.
Oh, we almost forgot.
We
that.
almost, and this is the most important part to him, and in honor of Derek, we
Yeah.
will, let me find it real quick. Here we go. I will be doing today
your favorite segment.
My favorite segment, the birthday shout-outs. All right. Mercury Fireball, happy birthday. Adam Petrie, Darren722, Dance Vibes for Life, OG Frostfan. Huh?
Well, there you go.
There we go. Mew Year Mew Me, okay.
Okay.
Tenno Warlord, Fatality MK11 Beta,
Okay.
Frame Hayes 0, Lord Jacob 666, Luis Lopez, Rob Latham.
Oh, Rob makes QA work.
It helps
He
out
is-
a lot with these builds to get this
Yeah,
thing
he
going.
is invaluable.
Warren Welks, another.
I mean, the boss.
Barbara Kittleson, Sean Kittleson's mom, who co-wrote the story with Dom.
He did, not the mom.
No, the mom. Yes, yes. Tom Brady, Ryan and
Wait,
Jake.
Tom Brady, the football player, or Tom Brady, the cigar player?
We'll never know.
Okay.
And Ryan and Jake Neal, Ketchman Mustard.
Yeah.
Two more, Ken Morris,
Ken Morris.
and the creator of the Combat Kids cartoon, Ted Bracewell.
There's a lot of good
I loved
birthdays.
that video.
So 3:55, guys. 5 minutes from now, IGN Showdown will begin with some of your favorite WWE superstars. We can't wait to see you guys online.
And then when you're done with IGN, sit in front of the screen and look at the countdown, and it'll make it go faster.
Yep, always does.
Yeah.
That's how time works. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you very soon. Enjoy your first time playing Mortal Kombat 11.
That was great. I gotta say that was really, really, really good. Let me go ahead. Let me make this adjustment. Let me move this over here and try. Move it over there and bring me up. Oh, internet. Ooh, boy, I have to get used to this setup, Mike. I'm like, I kind of almost fell asleep. There's a fun fact about that. If I decide I'm gonna release that, but it is really like leaning back on these pillows. They always make me sleepy. So it's like I'm gonna have to not do this like when I'm super awake. Cause oh man, come on, spine all relaxed. I'm feeling all jelly. It's like I could take a nap if I could. But yo, let me sit up for this. Like I said, this is part one of many of the Catch Up Spectacular. You know what I'm saying? We got some more work for you. Yeah, I know I'm behind on the work. On the work. So I gotta get a plan to try to get all of that together. I'm trying to think, was there anything else made? Yeah, it's plenty of things made, but just trying to put them in order, making sure I got everything and put them up, especially since I got a week together, all of that stuff and things like that. And just to let you know, just on the rip, there will be a special episode of Random Select, because there are plenty of things that I couldn't cover normally, and I'm working on some other stuff. So like I said, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. You know, I am the one and only triple the G.O.D. I do not have the congregation for praise to them all the ways, you know what I'm saying? I'm like Bessie and Janine doing this work. And I got my new girl. She ain't got a name yet, but she gonna get one soon enough. She gotta put in some work. You gotta put in some trials before the streets will let me know what your name is. So, be staying tuned for that. Like I said, we've got more show for you, them and they. Bang! Right after these commercial messages. I gotta say it, man. I can't wait to get my hands on Mortal Kombat, man. It's gonna be a fun thing once I get my hands on it. So just can't wait for it. And of course, I'll have all the video and the work and the streams and everything for that when we do. But like I said, more show right after these commercial messages.